at the kitchen line or not. It's going to be fun to watch.
First serve underway. Staksrud on the board first. What an opportunity here for Staksrud to build on his gold medal finish this season.
And I'm not laughing at what you said. I'm laughing at J.W. Johnson's only chance to catch his balance was to go the opposite way of where the ball was coming from, and got caught there. So smart from Staksrud to just bunt that into the open court, and a great start again.
3-0.
Huh, it's 4-0 again, and people are staring at their paddles. This never happens.
4-0. Side out. 0-4. Side out.
Staksrud is going to make J.W. Johnson hit backhands if he can with his returns.
Commanding the kitchen was J.W. Johnson, unpassable in that moment. Gets the serve back on his side, down 4.
0-4. Point.
So that was the strategy that Ben Johns chose when he had a backhand, is drop it to Staksrud's backhand and come in and see if he can handle that cat and mouse from that position. And there's another ball to the backhand side off a short return.
Johnson cuts the lead in half. Onisha Smith, Linda Kirkpatrick, and Howard Hepworth are referees for the semifinal. First of 2 in the men's side. What an angle from Staksrud.
And depth to it too, so that it pushed J.W. Johnson not just forward but sideways and couldn't catch up to it. That's a great ball from Fed right there. And that's a fantastic return. So Staksrud would love to set up a forehand there, but because of the depth of return from that man right there, no chance to do so.
What a beautiful brush from Staksrud. We've seen that before from somebody else on tour.
Yeah, and he emulated that dude. That dude's no longer in the draw, though. So Ben Johns, of course, is the one who loves to hit that shot. But I love how shallow that was on that prior opportunity from Fed.
Beautiful passing shot from J.W. Johnson, who makes it look effortless. Trails by 1.
3-4. Side out.
There's his favorite little inside out drop. It just came up a little short.
3-4.
Another miss for Staksrud. Johnson ties it up. Wide open draw, no Ben Johns. Can't believe he missed that one.
Yeah, tried to return the angle with a more severe one of his own and couldn't do it, but has erased the start of this match. And the problem is Fed's been stuck at 4 here. People love the stab there, but the ball was called out before. They're like, man.
That was a pretty good shot.
Exactly.
On the short hop. Staksrud had to beat Hayden Patriquin and Dylan Frazier on his way to the semis.
J.W. Johnson set up exactly what he wanted. Sometimes you will bait somebody into thinking there's a wide open court and close the door, and he just swung too hard through a sitter. That's just beautiful there. That's what Staksrud can do. We talk about on doubles day his ability to shape the ATPs when he gets them both on the backhand and forehand side. Really able to curl the ball. Ooh, we've seen both Johnsons slip in that exact same area. Georgia at the end of game, because they are definitely audible.
That's a nice inside out roll from Staksrud.
9-4.
Wow, what an effort. And that's the thing, Staksrud can cover the court so well that even on that one it looked like he was out of it and still almost made J-Dub hit another shot. This is where Johnsons need to find that passing shot from the baseline.
Yeah.
And that's just too good from Staksrud, and looks over at Takeya, is very pleased with himself there. That was a nice cat and mouse point when both players are up at the kitchen line dinking and trying to find opportunities and angles. Too much curl on that one. Great deep return from J.W. Johnson.
4-9. Side out. 9-4.
Oh my, just a gift. And that's why Staksrud shot his head up to the heavens there. His short return right in the middle of the court. Just sometimes, Michelle, we have too many options.
J.W. Johnson capitalizing. So fluid with his movement.
Yeah, and that was an interesting choice there by Staksrud to try and cut it. Left it up in the air, and J-Dub's going to be all over that every single time.
5-9.
Oh. Watch the footwork on this. If we can see that again, the disguise on what Staksrud did, because he set himself up to roll this cross court and then hopped over and went inside out into the open guard all week long.
9-6. Side out.
Wanted the backhand down the line, just shy of the tape. J.W. Johnson down 3. Gets the serve back.
6-9. Side out.
A lot of choices there, and then J-Dub's like, I don't think I can curl this around for an ATP. Try to
9-6.
sort of last ditch two-handed backhand.
1.
That's what makes Staksrud so good. If he can get that third to dip, he sees a pop-up, and so many singles players wonder why they're not getting to that next level. It's because they let a ball like that one bounce, Michelle. He was on it, took it out of the air, and has a game point because of it.
Side out.
Wants that one back. J.W. Johnson saves one.
Yeah, we see that a lot when you're extended. You're like, I know they're out of position, so I'm going to go for a big angle, and then you have the paddle face the wrong way and go for too much.
That's a nice counter from Staksrud.
Yeah, because he left it up, curling it down the line, and J.W. Johnson didn't do as much with that as he would have liked, and is going to have to stare down another game point.
Yes, barely misses wide. 2-game point saved for Johnson.
7-10.
There's the cat and mouse game you talked about.
And guess who was the cat? It was that cat right there, Staksrud, just really nice and patient up there. He loves those kinds of points and has the whole repertoire to be able to execute them. But same guy.
Just can't seem to finish it off. J.W. Johnson, meanwhile, chipping away.
Same idea there from J.W. Johnson. I think he saw the opportunity just a hair late, and then that ball had gotten below the height of the net.
10-7.
That's such a good return, and then first volley combo there. So you start thinking about it, that's 4 saved by J.W. Johnson. He needs to put a little scoreboard pressure. He's been serving at 7 for the last several rallies on his side. And these
Another
are
offensive timeout.
Yeah, he called one at 9-6 as well. So he match points against in game 2 to Christian Alshon, and then roared back and took game 3 convincingly. Yeah, anytime you see a 15-13 on the scoreboard and it's not just one game to 15, you know that was quite a battle. That second game took almost 30 minutes itself.
Yeah, you said it was at 2 o'clock.
Yeah,
Alshon had a match point, and then the match extended
Just kept
40
going
more minutes.
and going and going. So that's the belief. And again, we will see which of these players that are in the semis today can find their best stuff and get to Sunday.
And experience in the battle, which McGuffin has quite a lot of experience there. Staksrud, it's been on the rise this year, and gold medal for him would be testament to his hard work. He will close out game 1 here, 11-8 on a missed return.
For the average player, so that's again, see if Morario can get him under control over there. And same strategy. He's hits a couple of good thirds, not trying to get it past, but to set up a ball to come in behind, and hasn't been able to make the volley on the move.
0-0.
Sometimes we don't hit a clean return at all, and it works out in our favor, as Johnson did there.
0-0.
That was a nice punch attack from Federico Staksrud.
I just held it and then flicked it quickly, and Michelle, breaking news, the bad side's won 2 games in a row. Let's see if J.W. Johnson makes it 3 in a row. And also, as the sun moves, you see we get different. Now we got a light pole instead of the palm tree shadows. Oh, he had exactly what he wanted. And on those that just dribbled over, it's smart to just leave it in front of you, because then you don't have to rally and cover a down the line shot from there. So Staksrud played it right and ended up with a good opportunity, just too much. And now J.W. Johnson found the two-y. Beautiful ball right on the sideline.
3-0.
It's always 4-0, I'm just telling you. It's unbelievable.
It really...
4-0.
again, J.W. Johnson has had opportunities when he's put the ball in a good spot like he did on the ball before that. They got a little bit of a pop-up from Staksrud when he put it on the ground on the backhand and keeps returning to the backhand, which is smart, and with enough pace, Michelle, so that Staksrud doesn't have the time or the footwork to run around and hit that beautiful inside-out forehand. So nice strategic too.
Oh, he had it.
I cannot tell you the degree of difficulty of the ball that Staksrud just cut after it barely dribbled over the tape there. That was remarkable.
Finding the corner. Such a low paddle position that he hits that shot from.
And Staksrud's like, I thought he was going to go cross court with that and just short hopped it. Just wide. J.W. Johnson's not buying that because he wasn't walking to the other side. So I think this is a challenge and not a timeout.
Yeah, it is indeed a challenge. That was.
After video review, the call on the court stands. The ball was out. Challenge is lost. Timeout is lost.
Okay.
It was in-ish, but out 100%.
In-ish and out-ish is what we'll go with.
Yeah.
Anisha Smith delivering the news. I mean, Staksrud was right on it.
Yeah.
So he's also got a clean angle and
for sure
now takes the winner with him as J.W. Johnson loses the timeout. Oh,
yeah.
That would have been a crazy ATP.
Yeah, so I think J-Dub was in great position there, and then it kicked off the tape and pushed it even farther away from him and just ran out of choices. That's just too good from Staksrud there. And now he's rolling. So it's crazy how one little incident or change, and it was the call stands, and here he comes. I mean, that's 5-zip and still J-Dub serve by fractions.
Big vamos from Staksrud ties it up after trailing 4-0 in this second game.
Could only score in sets of 4 again here.
Tale as old as time for us here in this wide open men's singles drop. Oh, wow. Another beautiful shot that just skidded off the sideline, it looked like. That forehand roll he's got dialed in.
Inside out and inside in, both of them are just beautiful.
Ooh. Went for more on the cross-court shot. Just missed.
But an impressive rally, so let's see what J.W. Johnson has as a reply. It's a pretty good reply.
SWAT team finish that we all know and love from the J.W. Johnson. Big side out for Staksrud. Neck and neck, point for point. 5-all. And that's a big passing shot cross court, inside out again.
Yeah, if the return is short, he has so many options, and sometimes they'll hit that with a little more arc on it. That time, hit through it with heavy pace, blew it right past J.W. Johnson.
Pressure mounting. J.W. Johnson, quick side out for him, down 1.
Great hard return down the line there.
5-6.
an angle from Staksrud. Both South Florida natives spent some time training with each other, coast to coast of Florida.
6-6.
That's a big response from J.W. Johnson. One step ahead of Staksrud on the angle, stepped in and read it all the way through.
That's exactly it. Staksrud usually so good at pouncing on that again a step late, and then went with the 2-minute backhand swing that was read perfectly from J-Dub, and there he comes with hands.
Oh, just barely missed. Would have been impressive.
Yep, that's short, meaning it just didn't make it all the way to the...
Back on center court for the rest of this semifinal match. Staksrud with a missed opportunity first on his serve. J.W. Johnson takes it back.
6-6.
Just back for Staksrud.
So he called the timeout to get himself set for a run and has had 3 errors in a row.
And a short return, to which J.W. Johnson was all over. Momentum turned in a matter of moments. Okay, big response for Staksrud, gets the serve back.
What a great return in the corner, and then he has been the master at that cut backhand volley, shallow in the court.
That's a big save of game point for Staksrud. Does he have enough, though, to come back in this 4-point deficit?
It was interesting. He got that overturned not to happen on the missed call, and you thought he's going to be flying, then called timeout at 6, and it's not been the same player since that timeout, and you have to take advantage of that if you're J.W. Johnson. Get game 3 started quickly.
J.W. Johnson takes game 2. Our first of 2 men's singles semifinals.
And gifts being handed out to start with here as J.W. Johnson was in good position. And when you win the last 5 points of game 2, you want to carry that over, and had a great opportunity to do so. And now you know that you're in for a battle because Staksrud's back engaged. And when you see J.W. Johnson go to that second hand on the paddle, you know something with power is coming. So good job by Staksrud. Until a little overzealous on that one, not set.
0-2. Side up. 2-0. Long lead. 1.
So I'd be making him, being J.W. Johnson, hit a whole bunch of backhands if Staksrud, not that that's a overall change, but when he's missing a couple in a row, you just hope that's in his head, and there it is again. Surprising J.W. Johnson covered down the line, because as a player, you know when you're a little off, and you know that they know. So interesting that he covered to his right, and what do you know, it's 4-0.
Huh?
I think Fed saying the ball is
broken?
completely broken there and called it as he was about to hit it. So you can replay this if everybody agrees that the ball is a problem. I'd be surprised if we don't here. This is not, that wasn't tactical by any means. That was a serve that was in the middle of the court and a return in the middle. But Staksrud saw it immediately on its way back and does the right thing and lets J-Dub take a look at it, and you can see like he wasn't trying to hit a ball there and then missed it and made up something. But if I'm up 4-0, I hate that I got to take the ball out of play, even though he gets yet another forehand volley mistake here. So gift for days here to start game 3.
And a clean winner cross court inside out again for Federico Staksrud, which is very interesting. Easy put away for J.W. Johnson.
And what a great return off. I mean, Staksrud stepped up to the line, 0 nerves, up 6-0, and blasted a serve inches from the baseline. That's a great rally from J.W. Johnson. That's a great read of what Staksrud is likely to do with that ball. If he is going to take that aggressive a backswing, it's unlikely he's going to go down the line with that. So that's a great read by J.W. Johnson.
Oh, J.W. Johnson. A crafty angle, and do we have a little comeback brewing here in game 3?
8 in a row on the bad side.
True.
2-6.
Staksrud knows from his own play that singles can get very interesting, get runs going. You see the other thing from what we're seeing with the ball rolling over there, and just a little breeze popping up here on center court that got to adjust for as well.
Oh, Dios mío, make it. Go.
2-6.
Dale, dale, dale.
Side out.
Dale, viejo.
That's a big inside out forehand once again. How many times have we seen that clean winner?
I've seen it a lot every time Fed's on the court, and if you return to that corner without the proper pace, you are going to have to deal with that, and then just when you think it's a problem, he'll pull it inside in down the line on you. So that just shows him a different look when you return it to the forehand side, which is a smart adjustment there from J.W. Johnson, but he's got work to do.
2-7.
The LAs are getting louder as he advances here, and I love, you know, this is a player that, it's interesting, has the emotion, but is calm under the surface, which is really important.
And it's a tough line to walk as an athlete.
And I think he walks it as well as anybody, because he needs that emotion, but then he gets right back to,
and measured.
And he is going to serve the second that J-Dub turns around here. Look at him. He is ready.
9-2.
Staksrud is on a roll. Match point on his side, looking for his second straight semi-final appearance. Championship Sunday, excuse me. We are in the semis. And it'll do it. Federico Staksrud is through to Championship Sunday.